and welcome back to the Sheldon Show. So, today I have with me Justin, and he's an exotic dancer. I know this is an interview that a lot of people have been looking forward to. And before I get into asking him any questions, I want to give him a chance to introduce himself, and then we'll go from there. So, go ahead, you can introduce yourself.
How's it going, guys? My name's Justin Robinson. Yeah, that's right. I'm stripping. Didn't see that happening, but I'm doing pretty good at it. Life's pretty entertaining, pretty fun. Yeah, I don't know what
Okay.
I don't know.
It's okay.
I don't
Just
do
roll with it.
interviews.
This is a fun interview for all of us. So I decided I was going to write down all of the questions I have for you because I had some people submit some questions.
Well, how many questions you
I didn't
got?
want to miss anything. I got 20-something questions for you, but it's not too much. All right. So the first one is, when did the idea of stripping first cross your mind?
Okay, so I was doing construction, and it didn't quite pan out for me. So I went into bartending. I started out as a bar back, and it didn't take me too long. I started bartending, and the more alcohol that I served people, the more that their lips got loose, and they're like, "Hey, you're kind of a good-looking guy. You got some muscles.
Yeah.
You should go make some serious cash." I was like, "What? What do you mean?" So they told me about the club. I mean, I didn't think I would ever find myself there.
Yeah.
But I messaged him on Facebook, and I was like, "Hey, are y'all looking for are y'all looking for any entertainers? What's up?" And he told me to just come down. So I kind of got tricked into it. I'm not gonna lie. I showed up to the club, and I was like, "Okay, so I guess who do I need to talk to?" And they pulled me in the office, and they said, "Well, you really got two options. You can talk to people. You look good. We wouldn't mind having you here. So you can either go home, or you can get down to your underwear and you can go out there."
Oh,
I was
wow.
like,
That is two options.
"Let's go!" I just took it, and I rolled with it. I put all my clothes in the office, and that was my first night. My first interview was my first night working. I came home with like a little over 360. So it was pretty nice.
So what was the first night like? I mean, were you nervous?
Oh, dude, I was so nervous.
Yeah.
I was so nervous. It was, first of all, I've never been to a club before.
Oh.
So that was the first time I've even been to a club.
Oh, wow.
I completely walked into this just like not knowing anything. I rolled in there. I have a Toyota Tundra. I rolled in there on E with a car payment due.
Oh, so that's why you got out your
And
clothes.
so I'm motivated at this point. I'm motivated. I'm like, something is going to happen. So when he told me I can, I just did it. And it was nervous. It was nerve-wracking. A lot of the dancers kept on like pointing me out throughout the crowd, and he was like, "Oh, that's a new guy. That's a new guy. That's a new guy."
Yeah.
And so I keep having all the, "Oh, hey, baby, how's it going? Hey, how's it going?" Before I know it, I'm having a good time.
Wow.
People are buying you drinks.
Yeah.
You can drink on the job.
Yeah.
What kind of a job do you have that you can drink on?
So, what were your biggest concerns going into the whole stripping business? Did you have any immediate concerns, when you thought about doing this? That split second you had to think about it.
Yeah, I mean, really just like confidence issues. Because, I mean, I walked in there, and there's some really good-looking guys.
Yeah.
And, like, I don't see myself as that. I'm not very conceited.
Yeah.
So I was like,
Are you good looking enough?
Yeah, I was like, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to hack it or
Yeah.
not, But that was really the biggest concern that I had. That just like, that's it. Yeah, I just I'll learn as I go, pretty much.
So, first night, first dance or whatever, how difficult was that?
Oh, okay. So my heart sunk.
Yeah. Did you drink a little?
Oh no, yeah, definitely. I definitely drank, but my heart sunk when somebody asked me for my first lap dance. I was like,
Did you ever? I'm guessing you never practiced.
no, nothing, nothing. I was like, oh god. And so like quite literally, when we walked into the room, there's somebody else giving a lap dance, and as we're walking in, I just kind of like studied what they were doing a little bit, and I was like, you know what? I can move my hips like I can do this. So I just went in there, I did the best I could, and they were like, here you go. And then just after time, I don't know how many I've done now. So
Okay. Looking back in retrospect, how would you grade your first dance, 1 to 10? What would you give yourself?
I was so horrible. It was so horrible. Maybe like a 3 1/4.
Like
Like a 3 1/4, man. I don't know. It was bad. It was bad. It was mainly smiles and talk.
So at the club where you started, have you been working at the same club ever since you started?
Well, no, I work at 3 now.
You're at 3 now.
Yeah.
Okay. So are the customers allowed to touch? I mean, at all 3? Because I know there's some places where they can't get too handsy or.
Well, ideally, yeah, whatever you want to call it, you don't want them to really touch too much, but really things can go as far as you want them to go.
Okay.
As far as like your body, what you allow people to do to you, things like that, and a lot of that comes with like pride, dignity, honor. Like there's a lot of things that you have to battle internally because not only what you're doing affects the customer, which affects you, but it affects everybody else too because the other dancers see what you're doing.
Yeah.
You know, if you're in the lap dance room and you're letting some guy or some girl, touch up all on you, then the other dancers see that and that's how they judge you. So it's kind of judgmental, really.
So explain that. So is it that you put them in a position where they feel like they have to do that as well? Is that what you're saying, or what are they judging?
The other dancers?
Yeah, the other dancers.
They just dance. I mean, kind of like Jersey Shore, man. They're just like, okay, we're all doing this together. You're kind of slutty. Now I see where you're at.
Okay.
This guy's easy.
Yeah.
Like I can't tell you how many times where I've had people. They'll message me on Facebook, Instagram. They'll be like, hey, I'll give you $500. Just spend the night with me.
Yeah.
Can't do that.
Okay. Right. So, how do you deal with that touching, that constant touching, and people wanting to touch, and how do you both keep your customers but still kind of maintain that line, that boundary?
Well, I just keep in mind that they're coming to me for entertainment, to get away from the real world. Maybe they have some spiritual problems, some emotional problems. And a lot of my clients that I have, I give them massages. I talk to them. We talk about their issues, their problems. And I kind of deal with it on a customer basis, honestly, because some customers are more touchy-feely than others. Some are shy. Some customers need attention, but they're shy and they don't know how to reach out and grab for it. So I kind of like go out of my way to embrace them, make them feel better about themselves and their life.
What are some of the craziest stories that you've heard from some of your customers? People who might be going through stuff at home, in relationships, and all that kind of stuff. That you probably ever had to. You're dancing, but yet you're acting as some kind of counselor, therapist, or something like that.
I really haven't approached too much of that yet. Most people are just really interested about me, and they try to talk to me about my life.
Okay.
But I know it exists out there
because
we have this guy that works there. He's one of, I guess you'd call him a coworker. I don't know what you want to call him, but he's like 46, and he starred in Playgirl, like super good looking guy, and like he has clients that he's been seeing for years and years.
Wow.
So that information is what I'm getting handed down for me, kind of like grandfathered in,
Okay. So, would you say now that you enjoy dancing, you enjoy stripping?
Best job I've ever had.
Best job
I've ever had.
What makes it so?
Well, I don't know of any other job where you can show up mainly whenever you want.
Okay.
You get to listen to music as loud as you want. People buy you free drinks, and everybody is glad to see me. I don't walk into work and somebody's like, "Oh man, this guy's here." They're like, "Hi, that's my man. What's up? Come here."
All right. So let me ask you: do you dance at straight clubs only? Only straight strip clubs?
Nope.
No. So you dance at gay strip clubs?
Yep.
So I need to ask you: are you gay or bisexual?
No, neither.
So you're straight and you're dancing at gay clubs. So explain the difference between dancing at the straight club and the gay club, gay strip club.
So I work at 2 gay clubs and I work at a straight club.
Yeah.
I work at Marty's Live and I work at the Tin Room, and then I work at Le Bear. Now Le Bear is more kind of like, I find everybody wants to dance the same, kind of like be in unison, kind of like I don't know what to call it, but they want to do it as a group. The money's split up a lot differently. I feel like versus like the Tin Room or Marty's, which is more of like one-on-one, more intimate, and I don't know. I would just say that I've made more money at gay clubs than I have straight clubs.
Yeah. And I was going to ask you that as well.
Yeah,
so.
a significant amount more. It seems like, I don't know, it just seems like gay guys have some money. It seems like gay guys have money, man.
Okay, so more money there. So how do you handle the guys, since you're straight, it's probably easier for you to accept some of the things that women might want to do, right?
Yeah.
But when it comes to guys, how do you draw that? Because I mean, after all, you are dancing in a.
Yeah. No, I mean, I just have to take it for what it is.
Yeah.
You know, I kind of just accept them for who they are, and I'm not like biased. You know, if gay, straight, transsexual, you know, whatever the case may be. I just kind of go with the flow, really.
Okay,
I just put myself in that mind state, and I'm like, you know what, I'm here to have a good time, make some cash, and you know, keep moving through life.
Okay. So, and I'm glad you said mind state. Especially when you first started off, like, where did you go mentally? Like, did you have to take yourself?
When I first started, the very first night, I seriously had to find my happy place. I really did. I was like, okay, gotta pay that shark payment, baby. Gotta pay that shark payment, baby. But as the nights go on, it's like, I spend most of my time at the gay clubs. I'm not gonna lie, and
because the money's better.
Yeah, the money's way better. Yeah. But I'm building relationships, which I feel is even just almost as equally as important, because you know I can walk in, and I have a good client. His name's Carrie. You know, Carrie's a sweetheart. Sometimes he goes a little off the deep end on me. Yeah. but he's a sweetheart. You know, like we talk, we conversate. It's awesome. Like,
how concerned are you, if you are, about building up emotional connection sometimes with people, or do you need to build up that emotional connection to have that long-term client, that well-paying long-term client?
So the strange thing about that is even though I'm really focused on money, like I find myself when I'm in the situation, I find that like it's genuine. Like when I'm talking to people, that I don't care if he's, you know, I don't care if it's a woman or a guy. You know, if they have some issues, they want to talk to me, or if they feel like they want to be my friend, like I genuinely am their friend. Like I friend them on Facebook, I friend them on Instagram. You know, I share my posts, I share my life with them.
Yeah.
I'm like, this is where I'm going. I'm going to the gym today. I'm doing this today. I'm drifting over here. You know.
So you're very open with.
Yeah. No, I mean, they're open with me.
And I think if you're you know dancing at both again and straight club, I think you really just have to be open and you know can't be very judgmental at all.
Definitely not. Well, I mean, how would you like being judged?
Yeah. That's true.
I wouldn't like anybody judging me. Yeah. Oh, I mean, and it happens all the time.
Yeah.
When I go to my bank, they're like, dude, what are you doing with all this cash? And I'm like, oh, some of it's crinkled up, you know, can you just, like, it's too much to count. You count it.
Yeah. And
they're like, what do you do for a living? I'm like, I'm an entertainer. And then, of course, we get into that thing, and when I walk away, sometimes, I'm not gonna lie, sometimes I walk away feeling kind of dirty, because, you know, they look down on that. They're like, are you a stripper, then? What's going on with your life? Yeah.
Yeah. What they don't know is probably some of their husbands are at the club. But anyway, let's move on from that. So, are you dating?
You know, I've been in and out of a few relationships, but right now, no. Yeah.
How difficult is it to date and your girlfriend knowing that? Well, here he is at a club. I mean, how do you handle that? So have you had problems with it, basically?
I have had problems with it. I have, because I've been talking to some really beautiful women, and they're like, okay, well, you know, I like everything about you. What do you do for work? You know, what are your plans? Yeah. And then I hit them with it. Well, I'm an entertainer. Well, what do you mean? And then they basically get out, oh, so you're stripping, huh? Yeah. Well, I just can't do it. And then everything's done from there. Like, we'll finish dinner, we'll finish whatever we're doing, but I don't really ever expect a call back.
Yeah, because I think for a lot of women, it's that jealousy factor that kicks in. Because
well, I mean, think of the common man nowadays. Yeah. Like, so I did an essay the other day for somebody on chivalry, and there's no chivalry in modern society nowadays. Like, no male possesses it. Like, I have a lot of friends, like good close friends that we've been friends since knee high, and they have a girlfriend, but then they'll go out and they go sleep with another girl, and then the girlfriend will find out or something will happen, and it's just like that's what I feel like that's what women expect nowadays. They feel that men are gonna lie, they're gonna deceive you, they're gonna twist their words around, they're gonna try to weasel out somehow. And it's just it's difficult, man. It's the 21st century.
Yeah. Times have changed.
Yeah.
So moving on here, so how does your family feel about you dancing?
I don't have a family. It's just me. Like my mom passed away about 4 months ago. That was the last person I had. So
Okay, so we'll move on. Let's move on from that one. Do you do special events, I
almost did.
Birthday parties?
I almost did. I was going to do a special event with a group of 40 to 50 people. They wanted 30 minutes underwear, 30 minutes non. And I was
Wait. 30 minutes underwear.
Yeah, 30 minutes underwear, 30 minutes nude.
Nude.
Which is fine.
Yeah.
Which is fine. I don't care. And I was really getting ready to do it. I was going to go to the hotel. We had everything set up. And I talked to Marcus. Marcus is like, he's my mentor, I guess you could say, in the stripping industry. And I was like, hey, man, I'm about to go through this. This is what I'm about to do. And he was like, don't do it. I was like, what do you mean? He was like, listen, just think about this for a second. You're going to put yourself in a room full of 40 to 50 intoxicated individuals that you don't know.
Yeah.
You're going to get butt raped.
Yeah.
And I was like, no, not happening. So I texted him back real quick, and I was like, hey, I just thought about it. I had some things come up. I can't do it.
Yeah.
Almost did it, though.
Yeah. In a room with 50 strangers, drunk.
Yeah.
Probably smoking high. Yeah, it's probably not a good idea.
Nope.
Yeah,
I'm keeping my virginity. I see you. I see you.
So my next question was gonna be, if you have any security.
Yeah. No, sir.
Ooh, let me get it together. Hold on. My next question was gonna be if you have any security concerns, but I guess you just kind of answer that one. You don't want to be with strangers somewhere.
No, I mean, security concerns are definitely like every night. Like, so in the clubs that I work at are downtown Dallas, and man, people are shady. People are shady over there. And sometimes I'll show up late, and I gotta park my truck like 6 blocks down the road.
Oh wow.
Hey, I'll run. I'll lock my truck and I'll run to the club. No stopping. Hey, how's it going? Nope. Going.
Because I guess you never know if there's always this perverted person. It reminds me of the movie The Players Club when the dude showed up at what's her name's house, walking her home every night.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure there are probably people like that out there.
Dude, most definitely.
Yeah, who would be extreme.
I try to safeguard myself as much as possible, just for the simple fact that people know me, they know my face. So when I get out of my truck and I'm walking up there, and I don't even have a truck that you can hide. I have a blacked out Toyota Tundra with monster emblems everywhere and all kinds of stuff. So when they see my truck, they're like, "That's him."
That's him.
Yeah.
All right, moving on here. If you don't mind, what's the most money you've ever made in one night?
Well, I mean, I can show you. I made about $1,000 one night in about 5 hours.
5 hours. That's $200.
Yeah, it's pretty ridiculous. I got, let's see, here it is right here. Bam. Oh crap. That was one night. You see that 400?
Yeah.
This dude gave me $400 just to stand next to him. He was like, just stand next to me.
Ooh.
I'll give you $400 to stay with me until I leave. He bought me a couple of drinks. I got drunk. $400, and then all those 20s.
Yeah.
Those are all lap dances. Every one of those is a lap dance, and a lap dance is easy. It's just the duration of a song. 3 minutes, $20.
Okay.
Done.
Wow. So I was gonna ask you, what's your favorite song? Do you have a favorite song to dance to?
I do actually.
Yeah.
I don't know who sings it, but it's called Plain Jane. Y'all heard of it? No.
Plain Jane.
Plain Jane, man. Come on. I got it right here. Let's see. Plain Jane. Who sings this? We got. Right here. Oh crap. I know I just saw it. Yep. Nicki Minaj, Plain Jane.
Oh, okay, I know what you're talking about now. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I mean that's what we dance to, man. So right here is you're just kind of building up, just kind of dancing slow. And after this cue, that's when you start dropping it. Right here. And then you just go into it. That's my favorite song there.
All right, so you got your favorite song. What's your favorite dance move?
My favorite dance move.
Some ladies wanted to know, what is your favorite dance move?
Well, I have really nice legs, so I like dropping it down a lot. But I like to. We have this stand, and it's probably about this wide, and you can walk across it. Okay. And I jump up there. Well, you have to jump up there because you're not supposed to be up there. Yeah. I kind of just started doing it, and I like doing it to show off my legs. Really, like I'll get up there. I'll twerk. I can twerk my butt. Mm-hmm. I had to work on it. But I can do it. I'm good at it. I like doing that. You know. I have a problem with rocking my hips side to side. For some reason, I don't know why. But
have you ever done any dance classes, or you just kind of go with
that? I picked everything up. Yeah. Like I'll watch people who've been doing it for 10 years.
And that's what they do. Yeah.
I'm gonna do that. Like right now, I'm learning how to do the splits. Pretty fun.
Yeah. Sounds painful too. So how often do you work out? To stay in shape.
Every day.
Every day.
Every single day.
Probably you're in a strict diet, or you just eat what you want because you work out every day.
Well, so I need to be on a strict diet, but I'm just not disciplined enough to do it. I should eat 7 meals a day. Yeah, I'm not eating 7 meals a day. I'll probably eat like 3.
Yeah.
But I know every morning when I wake up, I'll roll out of bed, I'll hit about 1,275 push-ups. So it's 50, like you do 50, and you count to 50, 49, 48, 47, quite literally 1,000, 1,000 plus push-ups. I'll do that every single day, just kind of like stay real toned, stay real ripped. Yeah. And then I have a gym at the apartment, I'll just go hit weights and stuff like that. Especially right before I go dance.
Right before you go.
Yeah.
Okay. So I was going to ask you, what's the craziest offer anyone ever made, but that person giving you $400 just to stand next to them? Is there any crazy offer that you turned down?
I turned that one down. Oh wait, no. Oh, no, not that one. An offer. Oh yeah, Carrie offered me $500 for a blowjob. I was like, dude, I can't do it. I'm not. He was gonna pay me $500 to do that to me, and I was like, I can't. Yeah, bro. Sorry.
Carrie is one of your best customers.
Yeah, no, I love him. If you're watching this, Carrie, I love you, dude. It's nothing against you. I can't do it.
All right, let's see what else here. What's one thing, people have a lot of stereotypes and stuff when it comes to stripping. What maybe are some things that you would want to say to kind of like defeat those stereotypes? Like you say, you go to the bank and people kind of look at you as, well, he's a stripper. Everyone always has this, well, this person's a stripper, she's a stripper. Is there anything that from the outside the person who's looking in is just not getting?
Well, I mean, yeah, I guess so. I mean, I guess the best way I've been able to explain that to most people is just, it wasn't always like that. I wasn't always a stripper, Like, I've owned my own company before, owned a pool company, and I had over 300 clients.
Oh, wow.
It was awesome. Yeah. It was very stressful.
Yeah.
But, this was kind of like a last resort for me, and then when I actually got into the industry, it just kind of worked, I mean, now I just kind of live that lifestyle. I can wake up whenever I want. Yeah. I can go to work and make good money, and I can pay my bills. If have you ever driven down the road and like seen people asking for money?
Yeah.
Well, really, you could almost ask them for money because you ain't got no money. I mean, that's where I've been before because I've been broke.
Yeah.
And it always hurt me because I never could give them any cash. But I find myself frequently, I'll hand out cash to people.
Yeah.
People give me money, I'm gonna give somebody else money. It's a revolving door.
It's good karma too. Yeah.
Most definitely,
Yeah.
but just I would say just because I'm a stripper doesn't mean I'm a slut. It doesn't mean that I'm just gonna hook up with anybody.
Yeah. And that's what
yeah.
I think a lot of people think.
Yeah.
Because you're a stripper, you just would just sleep with people just because, Yeah.
No, are you kidding me? That's one of the reasons why I like to like when I said run from my truck to the club, because I grew up in somewhat of a rough neighborhood, so it's not like I don't have any hands on me or anything.
Yeah.
But what I am aware of is if I'm walking from my truck to the club and somebody and I get into an altercation, let's say I hit them in the mouth.
Yeah.
Well, what if they have herpes?
Yeah.
Now I have herpes,
Yeah.
so I try to avoid all of that.
Yeah.
There's a lot that goes on.
Yeah. So, how many years now have you been? How long have you been dancing?
Oh, not years at all. About a month and a half,
About a month
almost
and a
2 months.
Okay.
Actually, so it's still very new.
So it's
to me.
very new to you.
Yeah, very
okay.
new.
So, as far as the future is concerned, have you thought about how long you see yourself doing this, or is it still too early in that process to think about that? 'Cause
Well, I mean, I've gotten to the point where I've been able to save up money. I'm not even though we're here in Fort Worth,
Yeah.
I won't be here for much longer.
Okay.
Here within a month or so, I'm probably going to go down to Houston. I'm going to do it forever, I mean, my ultimate goal in life does not include stripping, so.
Yeah. So at some point, it's gonna have to come to an end. All right. So I think that pretty much wraps it up. If there's anything else that you would like to say, or as far as the stripping business is concerned, or just dancing is concerned, anything else you would like to leave the audience with?
Leave the audience with. What can I leave you guys with? Well, y'all should definitely come to the club and see me.
That's good.
If you don't know where the clubs are at, the Tin Room, Marty's Live, come see me. You can look me up on Facebook, Instagram, That Guy That Lifts.
Yeah, give them your Instagram name and
Yeah.
yeah.
No, it's quite literally That Guy That Lifts, no spaces. You'll see me. Yeah, come see me.
Yeah.
Just out here having fun.
All right, and thank you for joining me again today. Today it's a really interesting interview. We may have a part 2, a follow-up with Justin. You never know. It just kind of depends on the comments and the stuff that we get. Don't forget to subscribe, leave your comments, and I'll see you next time. All right, thank you very much, sir.